We're live right now. Let me see here. We're just trying to go live real quick. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go live on Oh, there we go. No, we live. There we go. Now we up. There we go. All right. I think we are live, man. We are fine. It's been a long time since we've been live, brother. It's been a
Oh yeah.
long time since we've been live. But you know what? I still got to do us a little bit of justice. So today's show, we are live. Today we haven't been live on the platform in a long time. If y'all really want to see more of us live, come check us out on TikTok. I'm also on the OD and AK podcast on TikTok. Y'all check us out. We say some real stuff over there. But we here with Walt D in Lagos.
Yes, sir.
Walt D, what's up with you, baby?
Man, yeah, enjoying the life, enjoying
Man,
it out here.
look at that view in Lagos. Brother, show us how you living in Lagos, man. Can we get like a little
Um,
can we get a walk around a little bit of the apartment? Just a little bit. I don't want to wake nobody up. If it's gonna wake nobody up, it's okay. But I'm loving the view, bro. Can you take us around a little bit around the apartment? Just a little bit. I know it's what time is it there?
it's 2:44
It's AM.
a.m.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Well maybe not. We don't want to, probably the missus is probably sleep and laying down relaxing, man. But that view looks good, man. I need you to
Appreciate
post
it.
those on TikTok, man. I need you to take a lot of pictures, man, and take a lot of video while you're out there, brother. We need the content.
That's why I'm glad we're running the show today because it's not like I think when they try to present Africa over there in the United States, the white tea people are presenting it like that so that we don't come over here, so that they could just have it all to themselves. Because what part of this is in the description that they give us in the United States,
Right.
you know, and they're like, oh, you don't need to go, blah blah blah. They tell us that from when we're young, but my question was like, okay, then why are you guys going? You YT people must be going over there for some reason, and now I see
Come
it's
on.
beautiful over here,
Exactly.
trying
So
to
tell
keep us trying to keep us out of the loop.
Come on. Why do you think it is, man? Why do you think they're trying to keep Black Americans from dialing in Africa, West Africa, East Africa, all of Africa? Why are they not trying to give us the game? Because they are over there. We go over there. I see
Right.
YT people. I see Indian people. I see Chinese or Asian people. I see all types of people chilling, hanging out in Africa like it's their freaking home.
Well, I
Why are we
mean,
the only ones?
they call it their home because whenever they co-visit the United States, they don't say that they're European, they say that they're African. And that's the thing. Anywhere where Europeans have colonized, they now call themselves that nation. Like when like back in everybody gets mad at me, but this is just history. It's not even my opinion. When they colonized Jerusalem and kicked our ancestors out of Jerusalem, but they call themselves the Jays, and they colonized Africa. You know,
Come
kicked
on.
us a lot of us out of Africa, so that we went to North and South America. What do they call? What do all the colonizers call themselves? Oh, I'm African. I'm South African. I'm this because they
I'm
lived there,
Jamaican.
right?
I'm
And then
Jamaican.
when they came over here to the United States, they didn't. They took it a step further. They said, you know, we're not going to call ourselves Native American. We're going to call ourselves Americans. You know, but
Right.
really, all of the colonists, they're just Europeans and their descendants. So that's what it is, and they don't want us coming together out here because if we start making these strong communities, then they're not going to be able to capitalize like how they want to. And that's not my opinion. That's just what it is what's going on. So
Right. Right. Yeah, man. They don't want to, they don't want to tell Black Americans how wonderful it is in Africa. I saw a video by a YT man in Africa, and he said something that was very profound that I know to be true because I've been out there. He said that the well-to-do in Africa is doing 10 times better than the well-to-do in America or in most Western countries. If you're well-to-do in Africa, you own. You have very little debt. The problem with being a big dog in America is you're in debt. You don't own anything. You don't own the house that you're in. You don't own the car that you drive. Man, you barely own the clothes on your back because you barely get to dress up because your dress attire is business casual because you got to go to work most of the day.
Right.
Most of the day. While our brothers in Africa, some of them are struggling. A lot of them are struggling. But there's compared to what? I get it. We got our hoods, we got our poor places, Black Americans, we got our ghettos, right? And we're doing pretty good to be living in the ghetto compared to most other countries. But here's the thing they don't tell you. Their mental health is intact out overseas. The mental health over here, if you're poor in America, you're most likely suffering from mental health. But if you're poor in Africa, you still have your right mind. You're not necessarily suffering from mental health. You're not necessarily addicted to drugs, alcohol, the things that get us over here. You don't necessarily have the same vices. That's what they're not telling you. But Africa is prosperous. Africa is doing very well. Shout out to our African brothers on the continent and our sisters over there. The traditions, the family values. We love you for that. Stay strong because Westernization and modern women and feminism is coming. It's coming for us all. It's coming for Africa. It's showing up in Asia. I mean, this propaganda, this program hack, it runs deep. Oh my God, it runs deep. So be careful. Be careful, my brothers and sisters out there. Be careful. But tell us some more, man. What you went? You got there on the 12th or the 13th?
My flight left on the 12th, but I arrived on the 13th.
Okay, so you arrived on the 13th. How long was the flight?
Altogether with the layover, it was about 20 hours, 21 hours. Wasn't that bad.
Excuse me, sorry about that. That's way better than my 26-hour traveling behind when I go to East Africa. Okay. And I just get a 2-hour layover, 3-hour layover. And you got 21 hours? You did good, brother.
Yeah, I had about a good 3-hour layover in Atlanta because they'll either take you to Atlanta, then Nigeria, or they'll take you to London and Nigeria. Either way.
Okay, so that's a one-way flight then. Atlanta, New York, you fly out of there from U.S. to Nigeria. That's a straight flight then, right?
Yeah, it's two because California to Atlanta to Nigeria or California to London to Nigeria.
To Nigeria. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I usually fly into Amsterdam. I'll fly into Qatar. I'll fly into Turkey. And then from there, or fly into Egypt. And then from there, travel to East Africa. Straight.
Nice. So that's how we doing it, though. It's good. Get that flights in. Get those flights in.
Exactly, man. I know your passport is filling up, brother. I love it. I love it. I can't wait till you run out of space on there and have to get a new one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's how we need to be, man. So tell us some more, man. So you got there on the 13th. who greeted you at the airport? Was your wife there? Was her brothers there? Who picked you up?
Uh, yeah, every time I come out, it's my wife or my wife and one of her family members because she has to have protection and will come and greet me. And the what I love about it is when you come, whenever I just flew in the United States to visit a woman, she
Mhm.
didn't do much for me. You fly and she's already expecting you to do something for her, right? But when I fly out here, my wife already has the taxi ready. She already has the money exchange stuff ready. I don't really have to do much, and I love it. Like she even has connections to the right people for so that I don't have to get duped by the people that's not exchanging money properly. So that's what I'm loving about it.
That's what's up. So that's a little different from East Africa, right? Because I come in there to East Africa, and I don't have to exchange any money.
Mm.
I don't have to exchange any money. I think it's different there because I think Nigeria has sanctioned the U.S. Am I is that correct? Like you can't use
Yeah, I believe
American
so.
dollars. You
Yeah,
can't use
it's real
American dollars.
similar to the U.S. process.
Okay. Yeah. So they've been sanctioned. So when I arrive in East Africa, I just carry my money. I can pay with my debit card or Visa card out there. I'm okay at stores and shops. They have something called M-Pesa. Everything's done through the phone. So all I gotta do is send my wife some money, and I already get the highest rate exchange rate there is just by using M-Pesa. Send my money, it transfers over into M-Pesa, and or I can send it to my phone because I have my own SIM card. I usually have my wife get me a phone or a SIM card or something like that to put into this phone, and then I'll have M-Pesa on my phone, and I'll go shopping. I'll get whatever I need with this phone. No, don't have to use any cash at all. It's cashless.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. So that's what's up. So you use your wife, and she goes gets converts the money, and then you guys just go on about your business.
Yeah, pretty much, and it's pretty simple like that. So I love it out here. What one of the things that is difficult, a little difficult, is that because it's so similar to the United States, that you have to go through those things. But it is what it is.
Now, did they speak English out there? Is that the national language out there? Is it easy speaking English out there, getting along, or
Uh,
do they have a national language out there, and then their tribal language? What's the national language in Nigeria?
the main language everybody speaks is English, or like they say, the Nigerian English, the pidgin
Swahili.
English,
Oh, okay. Okay. What is the
and
Nigerian English? Is it like patois, like Jamaican, or what?
uh, the only thing I could
Is that
suggest
like
people do.
Oga, hey Oga, oh? Is that the Nigerian, or how do they talk?
No, it's like it's similar to how you'll hear like Jamaicans speak their English,
Okay.
and but half of it you can't understand, but they're speaking English. Similar to that. The only thing I can recommend is watch the Disney that they actually have a Nigerian Disney animated series on
Okay.
Disney Plus. I forgot what it's called, but if you watch that, then you'll see how the difference in the pidgin English is, or the
Okay.
Nigerian English.
Okay. I mean, I've seen some Nigerian movies, and I'll hear them say Oga, and I'll hear them say, like, come now, are you mad? Are you
Yeah,
mad?
that's it. Yeah, yeah,
You
that's
know,
it. Yeah,
so that's the Nigerian English like that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I can understand a little bit of it. I can understand a little bit of it. So what else? What else is out there? So you land out there. Your wife comes to get you. Your wife has. Did I hear you say bodyguards? Your wife has bodyguards.
Well, her family, yeah.
Okay. I'm like, man, you hiring bodyguards out there, brother? Yeah, she pulling up strong, huh? Where she come pick you up in a Lincoln Continental? What is she picking you up in, bro?
No, we like to support the local community or people that helped us out in our recent travels, and so
Okay.
we linked up with some of the taxis and
So
people
y'all
that
use
helped
the
us
people
out
that you
before.
trust. So y'all use the people that
Yeah,
you trust. Okay, good.
they even have Uber out here, but it's called Bolt. It's called something different.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
funny thing about it is it's like I'm so much bigger than my wife. I do look when we was looking at some of our pictures, we was like, dang, I look more like her bodyguard than I do her husband.
Bro, you're a big dude out there, brother. You larger than life out there. You large man. Let's be real, man. Us Americans, us Black Americans, we're a little bigger than everybody else. We're not
Yeah,
small. We don't have frail body. We got big bones, man. We're like, for lack of better words, we're like gods out here, man. Americans are tall, big boned. When my wife saw me, she was like, "This dude is big." She did. Even though I was skinny when I first met her because I was a vegan,
yeah,
brother, she was still looking at me like, "Oh my god." She kept grabbing my arms, like you are big, and I'm like. I'm looking at everybody else. I'm like, I'm not thinking I'm any bigger or smaller than these Africans out there, but I'm a little bigger. Americans, we're a little bigger. We just have to accept that we're a little bigger.
did you show her the college pictures of you as well?
I mean, she's seen her. She's been on my Facebook page. She's seen me.
Oh, okay.
She's seen me in all my glory. You know what I'm saying? She's seen, brother. I'm internationally known. I'm national and internationally known out here, man.
That's
I'm
right.
something to reckon with. I'm something to reckon with. So you get out there Monday. Usually when I fly out there, I'm going straight to the hotel and I'm trying to crash. My routine is use the restroom, take a shower, and then I'm sleeping. My wife knows that I'm gonna sleep for at least 1 or 2 days after being on that 26-hour flight, and then the time difference. I need some time. So how are you? So what's your routine? Now my routine is I gotta, take a shower right when I get off the plane, love on my wife a little bit, but I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep and
Right,
I'm
right,
waking up
right.
the next morning and I'm trying to wake up early. I'm actually not trying to stay in bed all day because I'm trying to get my body to adjust. But at least the first day or two, I'm in bed, man. I'm relaxing. What's your routine?
Mine is similar. When I get off the plane, I'm tired, but I slept most. I usually sleep most of the flight. I try to get a seat where there's either an empty seat next to me or or it's a comfort seat or something where I could be comfortable and sleep like half the flight. But when I get off the plane, uh, I'm still tired, but I go to the salon, I get my hair done, I get a manicure, get a pedicure, all the stuff that I don't get a chance to do because I'm working so much and I'm so busy. And then right after that, then that's when I'm really tired and I sleep the rest of that day and then I'll be recharged for the next day. So that's normally what I do.
Okay. That's solid. 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 Okay. So wife pick you up. You looking like the bodyguard because you're big. You're hanging out with the family. You're getting your sleep. Okay, what is it like waking up? Okay, so you haven't been out, you haven't seen your wife in so long. You go out there, you go to sleep, you wake up. Now what? Like when you wake up, is she like staring at you? Is she in the kitchen trying to make you something to eat by the time you wake up? What is your experience like after you wake up after that first day there? I know me, when I wake up, I am tired and my wife is watching over me, looking at me, asking me if I need anything, trying to prop my pillow up, trying to lay next to me, trying to cook me something. You know, you want to wash up again. She's trying to bathe me. What is your experience like? What is she doing for you out there when you wake up?
Well, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy for both of us because the first 2 days. I don't know about you, but with us, the first 2 days is like hella horny for both of us. You know
Come
what I
on,
mean?
brother. Come
Yes.
on, brother. Come
Can
on,
I
brother.
just
I,
be? Can I
I
just
was
be real?
trying not to say it. I was trying not to say it. I just said, love on the wife a little bit. But go ahead, man, come on, brother. Keep it real for it.
Yeah, I just keep it real. Like it's like hella horny, but then like once all that starts to get out, you really you do what you got to do.
Well, y'all ripping
Um,
each other's clothes off, gnashing of the teeth and getting it in, and then okay, all right. Do y'all take each
yeah,
other's showers?
and then you're like, okay, we focus on putting up the stuff later. But then yeah,
Okay.
she's real hospitable. My first day she made me coming out here. First day she made me this awesome Nigerian soup. I loved it. It was so hearty. It had a nice fish to it. But what I did was I complemented it as well. I brought the natural ingredients that I use out in the States. I brought avocado. I brought an expensive avocado oil, so we didn't just use the regular oil to.
Oh, they let you bring that on the plane?
No, I put it in the undercarriage in the
Okay.
carry-on because
Okay.
normally I like to travel light and just bring my carry-on, but the airline that I have and the insurance that I got, I was able to just get a bag. I didn't put too much stuff because anything can happen. But I put nice like avocado oil, blah blah blah. I even put the shea butter, cocoa butter in there, um, and things like that. And
Okay.
I put it on the undercarriage on the check-in bag that she check in, and yeah, it was good.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Okay, so first day, y'all getting it out the way. Now y'all in there cooking. She's making you so you eat fufu?
Oh yeah, yeah. That they have that the
Jollof?
and the yam one. My favorite is the yam. That I don't know if they still call that the. It's called something else, I believe. It's not called fufu. Like I think
Okay.
in like over there, West Africa, Ghana and stuff, they call it fufu. Over here, they have different forms of it. They have a yam form that is like
Okay.
pounded yam, and then you use that to eat with your fish and your soup and your
So are you eating with your
whatever.
are you eating with your fingers out there, or are you bougie like me and you got to have a fork and a knife and stuff like that?
I'm the type of person I like to try the entire experience. So I did both. I've done both.
Okay.
We ate whether we cook or eat at the hotel. I'll eat it traditional style with my hands, or sometimes I'll grab my fork. But I mean, you have to make sure you wash your hands really good, and so on and
Always.
so forth.
Always.
Always that's really important. Like hygiene, keeping your nails clean, and everything like that is very, 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 very important. I can't stress that enough. But then a lot of times half the time we ate with the fork. We ate traditional meals with the fork. So it was cool. I like to try everything. Just like right now, I'm in the second hotel right now. This is we had another hotel with the other view of the ocean that I posted, but that was more like hotel like room service, so on and so forth. This, it didn't have a kitchen in it, but you could order whatever you want to off room service. It did get kind of expensive. This one that we're in right now, it's more like a small apartment. It has 2 bedrooms, it has a
Okay.
kitchen, washer, dryer, but it still looks out over the ocean. So I wanted to experience. I'm the type I like to experience different things.
That's good, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. Uh, Everybody's impressed with your place, brother. OD's impressed with your place, brother. Well, I mean, the viewers, if y'all can't see, this brother's in a 5 star. Okay, he's living life grand. Okay, and he's in Lagos, Nigeria. And brother, I'm proud of you, brother. You're doing your thing out there, man. You're doing your
Thank you,
thing,
brother.
man.
I appreciate it.
Passport bros are winning, brother. What's
Yeah.
it like? What's it like being a real live passport bro? Not talking about it. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna get my passport. I'm gonna find me a woman overseas, and they still here in America. They still here complaining. But you, brother, all I didn't do anything. I give you all of the credit, brother. All I did was point and say, "Hey, brother, I'm over here in Kenya. It's beautiful. It's nice. The African women a little bit more cultured, they're a little bit more mature, and they have a better understanding than a lot of our American women." That's all I said, and I just pointed the way. But you picked it
But
up so quickly, brother. You picked it up so quickly. Like before, I kid you not, brother. You are what we call coachable, right? There's not very many people who are coachable to the T. Like you followed the steps to the T, and you're out there. You vetted a woman. Man, OD's like, man, Walt's wife, she's beautiful. She's young, she's beautiful, she's fiery, she's very respectful. She greeted me. I'm like, brother, how does how does the man get what you got? How does the man get they can't get the same woman as you because you put he look, OD said you got the best woman in all of Africa. He said you got
oh
the
wow,
best
I didn't know he
woman
said that. I
in all
agree.
of Nigeria. In all
I
of Nigeria.
agree.
You got the best woman in all. That's big. You got the best woman in all of Nigeria.
And you know,
How does
OD's seen a lot of women.
man? He's seen a lot. The brother, the matchmaker, he's a film director out there. Of course, he's seen women. He said you got the best one in all of Nigeria. How does a man get what if you're talking to a brand new person and they're like, they're on the fence about becoming a passport bro or if they should leave. If you're still on the fence about leaving America, then go out there and get your nuts kicked in some more. Okay? Go date some more and go get your nuts kicked in and get, smacked around by these women because Walt D went over there. All I did was point it, and Walt D said, "Poof." Next thing I know, he was on a plane and he was already out there, y'all. Like I'm literally talking to Walt D on the phone. Next thing you know, I hear a long pause, and he gets back on the phone. He's already in Nigeria. Already. So, brother, the best. So OD says you got the best woman in all of Nigeria. Okay. How does a young brother get what you got? How can we duplicate these results so more brothers can experience what it's like to date an African woman, to date a woman overseas, to date a traditional woman?
My advice is to get off the plantation. Not a lot has changed. Well, I'm not sure if this will get your show in trouble or not, but like I have to keep it
Speak it.
real.
Keep it real,
Not a
brother.
lot has changed since the slavery days in the United States.
Mm,
The plantation just takes a different form. And
okay.
we have been trained to not see the truth and beauty of Africa or overseas, period. We've been trained to see it as something that's unattainable or something that we shouldn't like. And just like how a lot of the slaves back in the slavery days had trouble getting off the plantation, we don't want to leave the plantation because there's a wilderness out there. We don't know what's out there. Or even if you want to get biblical about it, same comparison. We don't want to leave Egypt even though it's been heavily colonized. We don't want to leave Egypt because we don't know what's out there. Even though you have people that's saying that there's a paradise out there for you. In the Bible that God let them know there's a paradise out there for you. When we learn about our ancestry in Africa, we get told there's a paradise out there for us. You see, look at my background. My background isn't huts and bushes
Come on.
and things like that. There's a paradise out here for us. But so many people is afraid, just like in the slavery days, they was afraid, I don't want to leave master's plantation. I don't want to leave the United States. I'd rather just sit here and deal with the conditioned batteries that I'm dealing with, and they're too scared to leave, or they don't want to step up their money game in order to get the capital to improve themselves in the United States in order to get what they need to get overseas. So my advice is to be bold, be brave, get off the plantation. There's a big world out there. You don't have to perish on the plantation. You don't have to take the whips and the scars and the bruises of conditioned people, because the plantation just took a different form, right? But so did the whip. The whip took a different form. You know, the whip is the now in the form of conditioned people. If you try to present a different way of life, what do people automatically do? They try to socially ostracize you, correct?
Correct.
And that's the same thing that happened to the slave on the plantation. Whenever the slave was like, I shouldn't be a slave, I shouldn't be here, everybody, he got whipped, he got ostracized, right? Everything is the same in a different form now. So without rambling and running my mouth, my best advice is to, there's a big world out there. Get off the plantation.
Big world out there. Get off the plantation. Facts. Y'all heard it. Y'all need to get off the planet. See, there's a big world out there. Okay. And at one time, American women were the most desired women on the planet at one time, but not anymore. These foreign women have stepped up their game. They're not in mud huts. They're looking beautiful. They're looking gorgeous. They're looking succulent. They're young. These young women overseas, 10 times better than the young women in America, 20 times better. The younger generation over there in Africa dwarfs the younger. They're so much more intelligent than the young kids here in America. And I hate to say it like that because I love my country, y'all. I'm actually, you guys don't know this, but I'm America first. If I'm being honest, I'm America first, and a lot of black people might not like this, but I'm America first, and I'm black second. I know I should probably be black first and America second, but I I consider myself an American, a black American, a foundational black American. I look at myself like that. I put my country and then my ethnic group. We're almost on the same playing field. I will live. I would. I don't agree with everything that America's doing, especially their foreign policy. But I love the American people. If I'm being honest, I separate the government from the American people, and I love black people. I love all people, but I gotta say this with a straight face, so you know I'm real. The women overseas and even the men overseas. I'll be honest. People overseas, period, their demeanor is different from a lot of things that I see in America. As much as I love the people, I can honestly say that the propaganda has dumbed a lot of Americans down, and it's not even pleasant speaking with them. It's very difficult to have a conversation with a woman in America because it's like you're walking on eggshells because the moment you say something that she doesn't like, she gets overly emotional, and it's almost like you don't even want to deal with her after that. You just got to walk away and let her have her pity party or her complaints to herself. Let her throw a fit to herself because it can go bad after that. She can put her hands on you. These women over here in America will beat men, will put their hands on men. These women over in America will say the most foulest thing to a human being on the planet with no care. They think it's okay. The modern women here, they think it's okay to practice misandry. They'll call you a male chauvinist, but they're practicing misandry all day long. But the women overseas, not so much. Much more pleasant to be around, much more fun and entertaining. You can laugh more. And that's the key to any relationship, fellas. Laughter. Would you agree, Walt? Laughter. Are you friends with your wife?
Oh yeah, I mean we laugh all the time. I mean, I don't have to worry about walking on such eggshells. And to piggyback off of what you were saying a couple moments ago, and I was speaking to OD about this as well. You can't just walk away in the United States anymore. If you present an opinion to a modern American woman, or even a simp for that matter, and you try to walk away, a lot of times that isn't the end of it. They'll try to call your job, they'll try to call the people, get in contact with the people that know you. They'll try to get you fired. They'll try to get your family and your social circle to turn on you. It's like, dang, I just presented a opinion contrary to yours. You mean just look at OD's podcast. You present an opinion contrary, they can't just leave it alone. They got to try to get his whole entire podcast shut down.
Boo.
And it's to the point you can't just walk away. I mean, that's walking away is the best thing to do, but we have to have a culture now to not give certain people attention anymore, so that they don't have the power to do anything now. Because a lot of times when you try to walk away, now you have to look over your shoulder. What are they about to do to me?
Right.
What's about to happen? There's been men that's walked away. I'll give you a good example. Jonathan Majors, he ran away, and look at what
Brother
happened.
did.
Right?
That brother did run away. And he
Yeah, he
still
didn't just walk away. He ran away, ran for his life, and he still faced what he faced. And that's why my opinion with this Diddy thing differs from so many people, because when a when a woman runs away, everybody supports her. She can get a book deal. She can even if she was warned not to be with a certain person, and then certain inevitable things happen. She can get a book deal. A man runs away, he could still face criminal charges. What's going on
fact
with that?
facts.
And that's the United States that we live in.
We're gonna circle back to Diddy, man, because I want to definitely talk about Diddy because that's some breaking news. Y'all saw the video with Cassie and Diddy, and y'all hear Diddy apologizing. I think the guy's a scumbag. I'm just be honest with you. I don't feel sorry for the guy. Now I do understand that they. I'm sure the hotel had this tape a long time ago, and this could have definitely came out long time ago. So obviously, Diddy angered the wrong people, and that's why he's getting put on the chopping block. But if you're doing nefarious things, if you're a weirdo, and what we call you a weirdo from Cali, that's not good. Okay,
Yeah.
we got words like Holly weird. Okay, if you're Holly weird, we don't like you, and our family members don't like you. If you're a weirdo, especially if you from the especially if you're street or hood a little bit, and you see a weirdo in your midst, We don't like that. And I consider uh uh Diddy a weirdo. He's a weirdo. He's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan. Freaky. You know what we know who he talked. Stay your butt inside, right? But I just want to touch a little bit more on some more passport bro stuff, and then we definitely going to talk about the Diddy, and I want to hear your perspective on the Diddy. But we definitely got to address the elephant in the room with Diddy and what's going on with Cassie. I knew he was innocent. I knew he was guilty. It was only a matter of time for the evidence coming out, and I don't think this is the only evidence that we're going to see. I think they're already releasing things like Meek Mill getting his cheek smashed type of deal. They're releasing those type of videos. I think more is coming for this guy, and
Right,
karma. Don't talk about God when you get caught. You should have been talking about God before you were doing what you were doing.
right.
So that's my spin on. But we're gonna come back to that. But I want to ask you some more passport bro questions. Okay, you're out there. Your wife. You haven't seen your wife in a long time, so you got to do what you got to do as a man, of course. Um, you wake up, you're eating food. What is there to do in Lagos, Nigeria? What is there to do? Like if I was to come out there and visit for a vacation, if me and my wife was to travel out there, what are some of the things that we can enjoy doing there in Lagos?
Ooh, wow. There's a lot to enjoy doing. I would I would tell people to stay on the island side, and if they go to the mainland, they have to have a person that knows how to navigate, because the mainland is more like, it's kind of like the mainland is kind of like the hood, like where we're at. Like we can go to San Bernardino, but we know where to go in San Bernardino. But half the time we stay away from San Bernardino, you know. But if
So,
we need to go somewhere in San Bernardino, we know where to go, right?
so now hold on, hold
But
on, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. You got me. You already said a lot right there. You said mainland and island. It sounded like you're talking about Hawaii. So explain the mainland and the island. Are you on an island in Nigeria? There's an island in Nigeria. I'm looking at the Nigeria right now, man. I'm like, is that like near the Gulf of Guinea? Are you like you're near the Gulf of Guinea, right?
I believe so. It's right.
Right
It's
by the
right
ocean.
on. Yeah, it's right by the ocean, and so as soon as you cross, as soon as you cross the bridge, you're on the island. But as soon as you cross back over, it's on the mainland. They're about an hour apart, an hour
So
or
what?
less
So you say
apart.
stay on the island? You saying the island is better?
Yeah, most of the YT people and so on and big government people, they live over here on the island.
Okay.
And they got some nice hotels in the mainland, but if you really want the nicer ones, it's on the island, like more where the tourists come, and where you'll see the YT people, the Indians, the Asian people, and so forth. You'll see more of a mixed bag over here on the island. They do have some poor parts on the island as well, but when you go to the mainland is a a little bit uh, more hood per se,
Okay.
but
Okay.
there are parts of the mainland that's not. You just need to know how to navigate. But then there's a
Okay.
third part, which is after the mainland. Then you have the countryside, but the countryside is like way native. Nobody ever really. It's like farmland. It's kind of like the countryside out in the United States. A lot of farms, Texas. You really don't really deal with that part unless you actually know somebody's family.
So that
Say
so that would be like okay. So let me ask you about the tribes out there. What tribes have you run into out there? What tribe is your wife?
my wife is Ibu, so we
Ibu.
mainly kick it with the Ibus.
Okay. So where are the Ibus at? Are they on the island? Are they on the mainland? Where are they located? Because I'm Ibu, brother. I may
Yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah.
I may not, I may be an American, but we did that 23andMe and the ancestry.com. I'm Igbo. So where my people at? So your wife is my people. Salute. Salute. Where my
Right.
people at? Are they
So
like
yeah,
the Jews of Africa? Are Igbos the Jews of Africa?
pretty much, if you look at the ancestry of it, yeah, a lot of them, a lot of the Igbos um, have Hebrew roots.
I'm
Just in
God's son.
short.
I got God's DNA in me, brother. That's all I wanted to know. I got God's DNA in me. You know what I'm saying? Ibu. I don't even know the language, but let me tell you, Ibu. Shout out to my Ibu. All right,
Right.
I'm sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
It, it's like this though. No, no, it's true. If you study history, and that's why I don't like when people say, "Oh, Hebrew and all this stuff is just something conjured by Europeans and blah blah blah." That's not how it is, because if you actually go meet some of the Hebrews that have carried on certain traditions, they they date back Hebrew practices even before the colonizations, the transatlantic slave trade, the Council of Trent. The Council of Trent is where Catholicism started. Is really where everything took a turn, but that's a different topic. But yeah, the Hebrews are the Hebrews are kind of scattered around right now. There's a political thing going on out here. It's like a tri. I hate to say it. I have to be real. There's a tribalism thing that goes on, just like how they have um, racism out in the United States. There's tribalism out here. A lot of people want to stay to their tribe. So there's a political thing. They kind of really don't want the evils to be like that, because then it'll kind of be like how the Jays are, how the modern day Jays are doing right now, pretty much because of the practices are so similar, because Hebrews come from the Hebrew practice. So that's really what I want to say about that. I don't,
Okay. So where are they
but
located in
they're
Nigeria?
scattered.
Are Igbos are the largest tribe in Nigeria?
I'm not sure about the largest. I have to ask my wife about that,
Okay.
but they're the largest as far as like prominent in business. They own so we've met so many evil people and seen so many evil people that own like wealthy businesses. Like a lot of them are millionaires. Just like how there's a lot of millionaires. There's a lot of black millionaires in the United States. There's a lot of millionaire Ebus out here, and you don't even know. Like even when we pulled up to the cafe, like you have people pulling up in like Porsches and security details with Range Rovers and SUVs. It gets deep. You just have to see it to believe it.
Okay. Man, my boy is connected. That's all I need to know. My boy is connected. When I show up in Lagos, I'm straight. I know I'm gonna be
Oh
right
yeah,
there with you with the detail and the Range Rovers, and we're gonna be hopping out on them. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Okay, okay, that's cool, man. So we got. So what about the other tribe is the Yoruba, right? Is your
well
Yoruba?
we
Yoruba?
well you have the one that OD is from. It's more of a kingdom than it is a tribe, Bini, and that's like right next to where we're at. You have the Yoruba. You have the I think it's called Yausa. I'm probably butchering it. Forgive me if I'm butchering. There's a couple. I mean, there's a lot of tribes, but then you have like the main ones. There's a lot of tribes. There's a lot,
I
you
bet.
know. But
I mean, there's
but
5,000 different languages on the continent of Africa. 5,000. So if that alone says there are like 5,000 tribes, but there's more than 5,000 tribes. Easy, brother. Easy, brother.
yeah, but then you have just the mainstream. The mainstream ones is like the the Yausa, the Ibu, the Yoruba, um, Benin Kingdom, certain different things like that.
Okay. So shout out if you're in the chat, man. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Let us know you're there. We see you. We see you guys. Yeah, we'll hit us in the DMs if you want to talk business. We don't talk business on our lives like that. Okay. But definitely hit us up in the chat if you want to talk to us. If you want to ask us any questions, hit us up in the chat, man. We're looking at the chat. If we see your question, we'll answer it. If you're on Twitter or X, I'm sorry, X, shout out to y'all, man. Thank you for coming and watching the show. We appreciate it. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, and IG. So we're streaming on all major platforms except TikTok at this time, but we will be streaming on TikTok soon. Y'all do me another favor. Walt D's name he's on TikTok. He's Cali Negro 5. Y'all go ahead and give him a follow on TikTok. We need to get him up to 1,000 followers so we can start doing more TikTok lives. But we're back doing YouTube lives, y'all. This is Walt D. He's in Lagos, Nigeria. And the brother is, he got him a fine wife from a good family. All I hear is great things from him, from African brothers out there. They're taking good care of this brother. I'm glad that he got people watching out for him. I'm glad his family's there taking care of this brother. This is a solid brother, man. Anybody I send over to the motherland, they're going to be solid brothers just like him. He represented very well. I appreciate this brother. So y'all know when I send more people out there to OD or just to the continent, these are going to be brothers who are marriage-minded and business-minded. Okay, these are nuclear family type brothers, and they just want to overpopulate the earth, if you know what I mean, with righteous people. We need to build up the remnant. The Bible keeps talking about a remnant, right? We need to build up the remnant. We want the remnant to be a little bit bigger than a remnant, okay? But we definitely want the remnant. But we want the remnant to be, we want a lot of people. And 8 billion people, if we can get a million remnant, 2 million, 3 million remnant, I'm happy with that. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build this remnant up so we can be God's people on this earth when he does come back. And when it's time to make the kingdom of the earth just like the kingdoms of heaven. You feel me? So with that being said, man, Nigeria, man, island. I think you taught me something. I didn't know there was an island in Nigeria. I thought Nigeria was just one big mainland. But now I know there's the island and then there's the mainland. And when I go to Nigeria, I want to be mainly on the island. Oh, now I know. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, when you get time, if you watch the first episode of that Nigerian show that's on Disney, it'll give you a good idea. Even though it's supposed to take place in the future, the first 5 minutes of the show shows a view of mainland and island, the island, and also anybody that wants to add me on TikTok, that's CALINEGRO and the number 5.
Type it in the chat for them so they can get that good. So they know.
I'll try to figure out how to do it.
Y'all go to Cali Negro 5, man, and follow this brother, man. We got to get him up there. So those who are watching the live, we're gonna post this. So those who are watching the rewatch, still follow this brother, man. Cali Negro 5 on TikTok. Come check us out on TikTok as well. We're over there a lot. We're on a podcast, OD and AK podcast out there in Lagos, Nigeria, via TikTok. So just come check us out, man. My buddy Walt D, he's here live, foot boot on the ground in Lagos, Nigeria. No, there's no huts. This brother is staying in a mansion. He's in like a 10-bedroom, 10-bath. This brother is balling out there. He got his beautiful wife out there with him. And I'm just proud of this brother, man. I mean, he is showing you guys living live and direct what a passport bro looks like, how a passport bro moves. He's out there now. Next month, or beginning of July, you're going to see me out there in East Africa, and we'll be doing the same
Yeah.
interview just like this. He'll be interviewing me. I'll be showing y'all where I'm at. Now, I'm a countryside person. We have Mombasa in Kenya, and we have Nairobi, so I'll be in the city for a little while. But I like the country. Kenya's safe. I don't know how Nigeria is. I mean, I'm sure there's some bad parts there, but for the most part, if you're hanging around the right people and you know where you're going, you just travel through that mug. You know what I find is a lot of people are busy. I'm sure there's some nefarious people out there, but a lot of people are too busy to be nefarious. They're too busy to be worried about doing something and harming you or robbing you. They got their life and their family to worry about. So what I'm telling you is it is safe in Africa. Now I haven't been to every country in Africa, but I can tell you that Africa is not as dangerous and it's not as poor as you've been taught and you've been told. It's a beautiful country. The people are beautiful. It's family oriented. They have manners. They're just great people once you get to know them. Now there is kind of an outsider thing, and you just have to get used to that. You're an outsider. You're definitely going to feel more comfortable in America because you're American. You're around it. But when you go to other countries, just understand and know you are the outsider. Be on your best behavior. Pick your
Yes.
battle.
Yes.
Pick your battles. You know, pick your battles. I'll just say that. Don't go 0 to 100 like to do here in the U.S. Be a little bit more calmer. Seek understanding. See it from their point of view. Get peace. Represent America very well. They think we're stubborn. They think we're narcissistic. They think we're overly confident. Show them that we're humble people. Show them that we have manners. Show them that we have integrity. Show them how we move. Okay. This brother Walt D, he's representing America very, very well. He's representing foundational Black Americans very, very well. Shout out to my brother, man. When he shows up in Lagos, trust me, they know Walt's in town. And Walt name is being whispered everywhere you go. That's Walt D. That's Walt D. Walt D. Walt. Cali Negro. They're whispering. They're like, that brother is solid. That brother is verified. So we appreciate our brother, man. Anything else we need to know about Legos, man? Where is that? Where can I eat at, man? Where can I get up, man? So did you eat Jollof yet?
Woo! I ate just about everything
Everything.
so far.
Did you
Uh,
eat the?
I'll post it on my. I'll post the cafe that I went to. I forgot. Um, what was the cafe? I forgot the name of the cafe that we went to, and there was a lot of big time people that like I said, pulling up with security details,
Okay.
Porsches and whatnot. I'll put the pictures on TikTok, but
You put them on
that
TikTok or you put them
cafe.
on Facebook?
I'm sorry.
You put them on TikTok or Facebook?
Well, I put them on my Facebook, but I'm gonna put it on my TikTok as well because my TikTok is more public, more business. So I put it on the
Okay.
TikTok. We ate at this cafe that was really nice. The eating at the hotel is nice. They had this nice Italian restaurant at the hotel. There was even shooting a movie at the first hotel that we was at,
Really?
and we had to make a decent reservation because I guess the movie people booked the Italian restaurant for like the entire day. It
Wow.
was insane. And even here, you can go down the street and the even their fast food isn't necessary. I mean, they have like Burger King and stuff like that, but they also have places where you can go eat and they'll have the different rices, the different beef. They even have fried chicken for you. You can eat native, you could eat somewhat American. It's nice. So I would say just try different things. That's all I would say.
Okay. I'm on your Facebook, man. I'm looking for these pictures, man. I'm trying. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. We got some stuff right here. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can blow one of these pictures up. Let me. This is. Check this out, y'all. Check that. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Oh, you got the lights glaring on it, so I'll just put it
That's
on
what
my
it is.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all got if y'all want to see these pictures of Legos, I mean they're beautiful, man. These pictures are amazing. If y'all want to see these pictures of where he's staying, how he's living out there, where he's going, he's gonna make more videos and he's gonna take more pictures. And I need you to send some to me, but I want to post them on my TikTok. I want to post them on the channel. I want people to see this, you know. So tag me in a lot of this stuff that you're posting, and I want people to see that I'm proud of you, brother. I want people to see that Walt D is in Lagos, man. Walt D is out there, man, doing his thing, representing the Passport Bros very well, brother. This brother is a family man. He's got his wife out there, and he's the big man. He's the big man in town. Walt D's name ring bells. That's all that matters. His name is ringing bells right now, representing the FBAs out there in Lagos, man. So, any altercations out there? Any street beefs? Do you have to handle anything while you was out there, man? Is it just all peaceful? Did they push up on you, man? Did the what any type of altercations or somebody trying to scam you out there, brother?
No, not for this trip, everything was good, everything was fine, everything was safe.
Okay.
There are scammers, there are people out there, but that's anywhere you go. Like we see some rough people, but if you stay in your lane and do what you do and let them do what they do, you're fine. And but the first time that I came out here, remember when we was trying to get some of the footage for the show?
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to watch dealing with random people because if if random people see you doing media, then you're going to have somebody report to somebody and say, "Oh, this person is doing media. They're from the United States. They probably have money." Blah blah blah. So when we got doing that interview when I first came out here, and we came out, guys, hey Biggie, give me money, blah 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 blah, and but then you give them like something like 1,000 naira or something like that, which is like $5 or whatever. Then they're like, oh, bless me more, blah blah blah, and then it starts kind of getting a little heated, and you have we had to decide to get out of it. Fortunately, we seen one of the guys that we knew that was riding the little bike that takes you around, and we was able to hop in there and get out. But I'm glad we was able to do that
Mm,
because I didn't want to have to take the brothers down, because my
man,
wife still has to live out
come
here.
on. Listen,
So it
y'all.
it, it, was-
Listen,
it was a tough decision.
listen. Y'all can't see Walt D. But Walt D's like 6'3", 6'4", 280, solid MMA fighter. I don't think y'all want no problem with this brother, man. I really don't think. I really don't think they want. They didn't eat enough. Okay, they didn't eat enough. They ain't got enough energy to mess with you, Walt D. Walt D. Let me tell you something. I used to play football with this brother. This brother, not only did he have real brute strength, but he also had that deceptive skinny strength too. And he's a big dude. That means this brother is agile. Okay, he's a big dude, but he's agile. If I'm not mistaken, brother, were you not running like a 4.6, 4.7,
Yeah, it was four. I ran a 4.740.
4.7 40? And how much did you weigh?
Oh, at that time, high school, I was 300 even, defensive
300
tackle.
defensive tackle running a 4.7. Yeah, I don't think you want to mess with this brother, man. I don't think they want to mess with this brother, man. I mean, I'm just saying. But I'm glad you got out of there safe. And besides, man, you got backup, man. You Ebu now, brother. Your wife is Ebu, man. You connected to everything that needs to be connected up in there, brother.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we try to avoid getting people's involved unless it's like a real
Sure.
serious situation. You want to try to use that for
Wisdom.
an emergency, not for no
Wisdom.
random riffraff.
You know how some people be when they know they got backup, they start to talk a little bit louder. They start to
Yeah.
stick their chest out even more. They start to pick fights with people because they got backup. I hate
Not
people like
me.
that. I hate
I
people
just
like that.
chill.
I mean, that's the way to be, man. You don't want to cause trouble. First of all, just because you got backup don't mean that, yeah, they're gonna back you up, but that don't mean they're not gonna get at you after it's all over, like why you get involved in this. You know what I mean? So that you got to watch out for that too. And you never want to cry wolf out here. You never want to be that brother that you never want to have that Napoleon complex where you got to bark at everything moving. You want to be smart out there, especially when you're in another country. It's one thing to be in America and do all that stuff because you should know how to move and operate out here. And we'll get down. We will check that chin. If you get out of line, we'll check that chin out here.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
so it's a little bit different overseas. They have a little bit more patience, but once they get to 1,000 or once they get to 100, yeah, you're done, brother. And you don't want that mob justice out there in Africa. That mob justice will get
No.
you, pick you up, take you where you don't want to go, and slice and dice you, man. They got the machetes out there, man. They cut your hands, fingers, toes off, and leave you looking like a teddy bear at the end of the day with short arms and short legs. And you don't want to be out there. So if you're from America, brother, do not operate like you operate in America. Operate in grace when you're overseas and use your brain. Be smart. Don't go into dark places. Don't go nowhere that nobody don't know you. Uh, the moment you speak, they're gonna know you're from out of town. Okay, so if you don't have the proper protection, just fit in is what I'm trying to say. Get yourself fit
Oh
in,
yeah.
man.
I'll wrap it
Go
up
ahead.
by saying that this is very important. I meant to say that too. I don't even since I don't really know the native language like that. I don't even talk a lot. The silence is golden. Less is more. The
Yes,
less you
indeed.
talk, the less attention you it will attract. You know, I know it's hard for people to be silent, but let your people talk for you. Let
That's a boss.
whoever's with you. Yeah,
My
and
wife
that's
tells me
what I
that all the
do.
time. Man,
Yeah.
y'all see my name too much. Y'all see too much. Okay. My wife tells me all the time, you talk too much. Let me talk. They're gonna change the price. Because I'm the man. I'm an alpha. I like to be the man. I like to be like, hey, we want this. I like to order. I like to pop my collar. I like to pop my collar. But when you're overseas, let your wife speak, man. Let her do most of the talking. If you don't got your Nigerian accent down or your East African accent down, don't just shh, because they listen very well out there. They know by certain words you say what tribe you're from. Okay. So
Right.
if you try to pretend like you're one of them, they're gonna code switch on you real quick to test you out. They'll start speaking in their native tongue. They'll start speaking in Swahili. They'll have you say certain words, and when you say certain words, they're listening for the accent, and they'll know exactly what tribe you're from in Africa. They may not know where you're from in America, but they'll know you're from America. They know you from America or UK just based on you talking. So he's right. Keep your mouth shut. This is my wife calling right now, but we're gonna I'll text her right now, let her know I'm on live. But
And that could be the difference between a $10 cab ride and a
come on,
$25 cab ride.
come on.
That could be
Hold on.
it could be the difference between uh $150 a night hotel stay and a $250 a night hotel stay. So very important. But
Very important.
I see you got to get to your wife. So why don't we do just like another like 20 minutes and then wrap it up? Whatever else you want
Yeah,
to go into.
yeah. I actually don't want to be long. Let's talk a little bit about Diddy real quick before we get up out of here. Let's do a little bit of Diddy, man. We might circle back and come around. Maybe some more stuff will come out by the next time we go on here. Um, did you see the video on Diddy? Did you see the video?
Yeah, everybody's gonna. I don't even know if I want to comment. Everybody's gonna hate me after I comment on it. But
Man,
yeah, I seen the
comment, man.
video.
Keep it real, man. Listen, I think Diddy's a scumbag. Uh, if a woman, first of all, no man should be putting his hand on a woman, especially if she's walking away from you. If she's walking away, let her go. Don't chase her. Don't drag her. Don't intimidate her. Don't force. P Diddy's not a player. I'm gonna tell you. Cali brothers. We listen. We got too much pride. I'm not gonna chase no woman. I'm not gonna put my hands on no woman. If a woman wants to leave, I'm gonna let her go. There's the
Yes,
door. I'm gonna open the door for you, and I'm gonna be respectful with it. Get the hell out. Because if you don't want me, I definitely don't want you. There's nothing that you got that I want more. As long as I got me, my character, my integrity, my pride, go do you, sweetheart. Now, if you doing some, if you a simp, which P Diddy, if P Diddy did not, if Sean Puffy Combs did not have any money, he would be the brokest, dustiest, unwanted, unloved brother on the planet. He couldn't even get to be a nefarious, uh, whatever he's doing, weirdo. He couldn't even be. He'd be working at Sam's Club, right? If it wasn't for his money, he could not get away with half the stuff he's doing. He is, to me, he's just corrupt. He's a corrupt kingpin, and I don't feel sorry for him. We need to get people like him off the streets. All the Epsteins, all the Weinsteins, all the Diddies, all the Drakes. We got to get them. We got to get them. All the Grahams. We got to get them off the streets. Period. These are weirdos. We don't want them around our family members. We don't want them around our relatives, our sisters, or our kids. We don't want them around none of that. You see Justin Bieber. Everybody know he's messed up. Diddy messed him up. Usher. Everybody knows something happened between him and Usher. Everybody knows. So to me, that dude is a weirdo. Um, I don't feel sorry for him, but I do understand that he pissed off the wrong people. I do understand that the moment he got into it with with Ciroc, because he doesn't own Ciroc anymore, that it was only a matter of time before they get some dirt on him and they change on him. So if you're supporting Ciroc, Diddy doesn't own Ciroc anymore. He's been ousted out. Ciroc is no longer black owned. It's owned by these two guys. That's all I can say. But Diddy's a scumbag. I think got everything he deserved. I don't believe his apology. I'll play his apology. You won't be able to see him, but I'll play the apology. And well, I thought I could. Well, let me find. I'll find it again. But what do you have to say about it, man? Give us your real. Don't hold back, Walter. Don't hold back. Say what say it with your chest. Say what you got to say.
Okay. I'm just I'm just saying it like this because it's already started issues with people I know. But I think everybody. I think for one, let me say this as a as a setup. I don't condone violence.
There we go.
P Diddy, I think P Diddy is a scumbag.
Come on.
I think he's gonna get what's coming to him.
Yes, indeed.
However,
However,
I think that P Diddy isn't the only scumbag. I think there's a lot of other smaller scumbags, and we just
bigger.
want to we just want to see what we love drama, right? We love what's going on at the time, right? We love seeing the biggest scumbag, the one that's making the biggest noise, right? But we
Hmm.
don't like dealing with the smaller scumbags that's help breeding scumbags because there's just going to be another Diddy that rises up in place. We don't care about justice. We care about drama
Come on.
because there's so many people that could have said, I'm not partying with you, Diddy. I experienced this one thing. I see you're a madman, or I see that you need help. Go get help. I'm not partying with you. I don't care how rich you are, right? But because Diddy was popular, because he had money, people turned a blind eye to who he was as a person, to the monster that he was becoming, because he was already bad. But you grow into a monster. How do you grow
Yes.
into the monster? You don't just water yourself. You have other people watering you as well. That's
Facts.
that. That's why I don't like what's going on with that. Everybody wants to give that Cassie lady a pass, right? But she took his money.
Come on.
She went on the flights with him. You can't you can't do all that stuff and then cry victim. Even worse, you can't do all that stuff and get a book deal, get paid off of your. I mean, she was smart in her own right to get paid off of coming out of it. But I'll put it this way:
Come on.
if you just like how you told everybody, don't come out overseas acting a fool, right? But now somebody comes overseas acting a fool, and then now all of a sudden they want to write that they participated in the foolishness. They wanted to go to this party in the hood where they shouldn't have went, and then something happens, and now all of a sudden now they want to, because of their foolishness and their participation, now they want to write a book about it, and people are talking about, oh, this place this country that I went to is sick, is sad, and let me write a book about it, let me get paid. No, it's not that. It's not that they're sick or sad. They might be, or that place that you might be sick or sad, but you're sick and sad for feeding into it, or feeding into it as long as you did. So a lot of people hate me for saying that, but why is it? And I don't like the simping that the United States does, or that the world is doing right now for Cassie. Why is it that Jonathan Majors can run away? Like I said before, why is it that Jonathan Majors can run away? You don't see Jonathan Majors getting a book deal off of what he went through with that female, right? All he got was a criminal charge, right?
Facts.
Cassie ran away from Diddy after she reaped so many benefits, took the money, everything. She gets to have a book deal. What's up with that? A
That's what
lot,
these
a
people
lot of
do.
people, a lot of people are mad at me for saying this, but it, it's like, let's say a woman comes to you and say, "Hey, I want to marry this guy. Or I want to date this guy," and you say, "Hey, I." You look at her, you evaluate. Let's say it's a woman in your family, maybe even your own daughter, and you're like, "No, I don't think you should go out with this guy because he's an evil man,"
Come on.
right? You see it in your head. You see the vision in your head about what's going to happen. Man, this if you go out with this guy, he's going to do all kind of stuff to you. No, but I love him, blah blah blah, and he's taking care of me. He's paying for this. But in your mind, before it even happens, you see the essay, you see the DV, right? Even if she doesn't see it, and she doesn't listen to you, she goes out and does it anyway, right? The monster has always been the monster. But why are or why are women benefiting from feeding into monsters for
Come
so
on.
long? Why are they getting book deals? That's why they're not learning from their situation. That's why you have a lot of females that say, hey, well, I'll get with this guy that's a bad guy because if something goes wrong, I'll just sue him. I'll just get a book deal, be on my own. I'll be fine. And that's the wrong attitude that we need to have. We need to stop feeding monsters. A lot of people will say, a lot of people tell me, well, hey, you don't know that all of a sudden this guy changes into a monster. All of a sudden, no,
Nope.
that person's always been a monster. You know what
Yep.
changes? Your lens, your mentality, the way you view that person. That's what changes. You thought you could change him. You thought you could change who he is when you got with him. Or you was hoping he would grow up and become a different person. Or maybe you were so love stricken or so fame stricken, or you liked the money that was being spent on you, that you didn't want to see the monster. And then all of a sudden, when your lens changes and a different situation comes about, now you see that person for who they are. But you was warned by too much from the beginning not to mess with that person.
You got to say no. If Diddy want to party, you got to say no. Everybody know
Right.
that. Everybody knows say no to Diddy because he likes to party. So, so let me
I
play
didn't mean
his.
to. I didn't mean to
Huh?
go on that long
No,
rant
man,
thing, but
that was thorough. Let's hear his apology real quick because I want to know if you believe his apology. Let's hear his apology real quick.
oh God, here we go.
To reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is an excuse. I take the full
It's not going through your
responsibility
microphone
for
well.
that video.
If not, can you hear that?
Disgusted.
Everything, even though
Disgusted
you
then
talking
when I
sounded
did it.
fuzzy,
Disgusted now.
sounds fuzzy.
Even me talking sounds funny.
Yeah, your microphone went low now. I don't know
It's
what
low.
happened.
It's low right now. How about
Now
now?
it's good. Now it's perfect.
Now it's perfect. Okay.
I think everybody's seen the apology. It's lame. It's sad. He's
Yeah.
just doing that to save face. He's doing that just so that he don't lose money or
Wasn't
any
he the
more
dude
money.
that's saying I didn't do it? I didn't do those things that they said I did. I didn't do those awful things. And now he's coming out because the video's out. I regret it. I was in a bad place. I just need Jesus. I need God. We just need more love in the world. Love, love, love. Nigga, if you don't shut your freaky ass up, you freaky ass ninja, you a fan, you a fan, you a fan. Stay your butt inside. I'm so glad Kendrick came out with that song, man. Wop, 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 wop. Fuck him. I'm loving that song, They Not Like Us. Because when he says they not like us, he's talking about Diddy too. They not like us. These is
Oh yeah.
weirdos. In California, we don't mess with weirdos. If you're a weirdo, we get you up off the block. You can't live on the same. If you're a weirdo and we know you're a weirdo, you got to get up off the block, homie. And if you don't, you better move. You better move. Because if you moved on this block and you're a weirdo, we're going to get you up off the block, homie. You can't come to the block. You better go stay at a halfway house. You better go stay at a friend's house. You better sell your house. You better move, because you can't live on the same. You can't be a fan living next to me.
But
I'll get you up off
why
the
are we
block.
hated so much for saying that though? Because I'll put it this way. I wish we just had like $1 million just to blow off right now. Later on, when we get the when we get just $1 million to blow off, I bet you let's take you or somebody else that we know that's thorough, and let's do a social experiment. Turn them into a weirdo for a week, or turn them into a weirdo for a month. Let them blow money. Let people see them blowing money. They'll have so many women, so many people around them. People's not going to avoid them. People are going to be like, "Oh, you're a weirdo. I don't care. You got money. What you spending on me?"
Crazy. Women are crazy. I think about that. I think about women that fly get flowed out to Dubai, and they call them porta potties.
Thank you.
What in the world? What type of money? What type of self-respect, right, will make you go fly to another country and let a billionaire shit on your chest?
Thank you.
Shit in your mouth.
Thank you.
And then pay you afterwards and probably sleep with you too. That's sick. That's weird. You a weirdo. Another thing that I like what Kendrick Lamar said in one of his raps. He said, I think it was in Euphoria, when he said, and we got to talk about this beef one day, brother. I want to talk about it more because I'm a rap connoisseur too. But he said we don't even like your women that like you, Drake, because they're not really women. If you're a woman and you like a weirdo, or you hanging around weirdos for money, you a weirdo too. You ain't no better than that dude. We don't feel sorry for you if he violates you. You knew you shouldn't have been over there. You knew who he was. You was warned, Cassie. You was warned. You know Diddy. You know Diddy likes to party. Diddy likes to party. You gotta say no. You know Diddy likes to party. So, I don't feel sorry for Cassie. I'm glad that somebody was brave enough to expose him and get him up out of there. That's about the only thing props I can get her. She was brave enough. She was the only brave woman to expose herself. But that's about it. Because at the end of the day, if this wasn't attached to it, mum's the word. He still be out there. He still be out there doing whatever he's doing. Now it's a lot harder for him to continue down the path. And the next thing we need to do, I'm sorry, Diddy, you got to get locked up, brother. If you touching, you got to get locked up, brother. I'm sorry, you got to get locked up. If we don't lock you up, then I'm just glad I'm probably gonna be moving out of America soon anyway, because it's this type of corruption, this type of level of sodomy, this type of level of witchcraft, this level of just debauchery, this gatekeeper nonsense in Hollywood. That's why I don't watch your movies no more, because you know what? I don't know who I'm watching on that screen. Your values matter to me. So even though you're playing a bad guy, I still need to know that you're a good guy deep down. You understand what I'm saying? I still got to know that, this is really just an act that you're playing and you're not really being yourself. I still want to know that there is a righteous person entertaining us. I don't want people with I don't want people, we just gotta fire everybody in Hollywood and start from scratch, man. We gotta fire everybody in Congress and start from scratch, man. In our government, we gotta get rid of everybody and bring in a whole new generation of people.
Yeah.
Period.
Can I ask you a question with that, brother?
Go ahead, brother.
Why is it that only the men who are doing what Diddy and other people have done. Why is it like only the men are being profiled in these high profile cases of doing this? Do you know how many women are doing the same thing? Do you know how many like um like Balenciaga type people that own these big brand names, or these women CEOs are bringing in men for certain things, or young men or boys
Boys, let's be real.
for certain things?
Because
How
here's the
come?
thing.
How come they? How come when they're caught doing it, it doesn't stay in the news for too long, or it barely makes the news?
And I hope this changes, and I hope this changes quickly. I know we got our first woman. Um, Unfortunately and fortunately, it was a black woman that got put in jail for the first time for lying on a man. Okay, but we need to see more of that. And I totally 100% agree with you. These women out here are fans too. These women out here are weirdos too. These women out here, they need to be held accountable. And they fought for this equality, so I want to make sure that they live up to it on every single level, even when it comes to essays, DVs, right? Cheating. I want to make sure y'all get y'all equality in that too. You're not getting off the hook anymore. Um, we're gonna, I could do a whole show on what Walt just talked about. We can just do a whole show on that. Matter of fact, I think we will. We'll do a whole show on it because I think we need to give it some more time, and we need to nail it home. We need to hit the nail in the coffin a lot more because these women, this is a men's empowerment podcast. This is a men's channel. We support the brothers and the men on this side, and I'll just say it like this: fair is fair. We'll own up to our stuff, but we're going to make sure you own up to yours. If we got weirdos, we're going to take care of our weirdos. Now I need you ladies to take care of your weirdos. You understand? We don't let weirdos come on our block. We get them up out of here. What are you women doing to get these weirdo ladies up out of here? Shallow women. We have a lot of shallow women in America, and it's just a shame. But hey, man, we're not going to take too much of the time. Man, brother, we got to, when are you coming back?
I'll be back. My flight leaves this Friday, I believe.
Okay, so we got to do another show before you leave.
Okay.
We got to do another show before you leave. Man, enjoy yourself, man. It's 2 a.m. Get you some sleep, man. Go back and lay down with the wife, Brother, again, we're proud of you over here. This is our passport bro, Walt D right here. Real live
It's 4 in the
passport
morning
bro.
now.
Adam. 4 a.m. Man, just get you a couple hours of sleep, brother. Get you a couple hours, man. But I appreciate you giving us the time, man. We need a video of the whole of your whole place, man. Just give us a video of the place, man. Post it on TikTok. Send the video to me so I can post it on YouTube. And man, let people know that you're eating good and you're living good. It's okay to floss a little bit, Walt D. I know you're a humble man. I know you don't like, showcasing the wife, and understandable. I understand why you don't want to put her on social media like that. But brother, give us a taste of Nigeria. Give us a taste of Lagos. Put your head down like that. Look at that hair, y'all. He got that out in Lagos. How much did that cost, by the way?
It didn't cost a lot. I don't remember because I had my wife pay, but we
look at his brother. He's a boss. He got it. He said, "Who got it? Sugar Mama got me." He just does this all day. I can't wait to do the same thing too. I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna just point to my wife. She got it. She got it.
That's what I do. I transfer the money, put the money in her purse.
Put the money in her, there you go, and let her
She
pay.
does the tipping and the pay.
Yes, indeed, man. brothers, get you an African woman. One day we'll do a show. I think we did a show like this before, but we'll give you the website if you want to talk to African women. We even have a matchmaker in Lagos that can hook you up with beautiful African women. Y'all join our Patreon, Too Much Moxie Patreon. We're going to start putting some videos up there. I'm going to start running some financial stuff under there. We're going to start talking about some relationship and dating advice via Walt D. We're going to teach you how to become a passport bro if you want to go overseas and travel, how much money you need to be making, what your discretionary income should look like if you're really serious about traveling. All those things, places where you can stay. We'll give you the prices of the meals and things like that. We're going to give you the game, okay? But you're going to get that on our Patreon, and also in our members section of YouTube. We're going to put some videos up there too. So y'all stay tuned, man. Our boy Walt D, boots on the ground in Lagos. He's on the island. I didn't know that Nigeria had an island, but I learned something today now. He's on the island, not the main island. He's on the island, chilling with all the congressmen, presidents, well-to-do movie stars and actresses out there in Nigeria, rolling up with the squad. They got to get protected because they want that money. They want that money. So, hey man, this was a great show, man. Brother, I'm so proud of you, brother. Keep up the good work. You are representing the Passport Bros the right way. You're making us look good, man. And we appreciate you, man. Anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here, man? Any last words?
I just want to say, be wise, get off the plantation, think for yourself. And I'm grateful to my brother Too Much, even though he said he just pointed me in the right direction. His pointed sign had like so much things listed on it. Your sign had a lot listed on it that pointed in the right direction, though it had a lot of directions. So I love that. And so, man, y'all stay blessed. Too much.
This is my brother right here. I got to give him the game, man. But this has been another episode of the Too Much Moxie podcast, man. Y'all stay tuned for more to come. We'll do another show while he's out there. And y'all just stick around, man. We're not done yet. We're growing this channel. We're on the road to 50K subscribers. So do me a favor, man. Get us up to 50K subscribers. You know what I'm saying? If you're on any of the X, the IG, the Facebooks, anything like that, the Twitch, y'all come on up over to the YouTube side. Make sure y'all give us a subscribe on those platforms, but also make sure you subscribe to the YouTube platform. With that being said, this is the Too Much Moxie podcast. I'm your humble host, Too Much. Y'all see my co-host, Walt D, and we are out. Peace.
Yeah, I feel like I joined the car.